this real epidemic, if you would, of identity theft that's going on out there right now. And in particular, the Federal Trade Commission put out a report this week talking about credit reports, your credit reports, okay? And they say that, and I thought the number was higher than this, it's bad enough, but they said 1 out of every 5 credit reports has some erroneous information in it, okay? Now that's a dangerous thing for a couple of ways. Number one, if you were to go out and apply for a car loan, a mortgage loan, go to buy a new house, rent an apartment, they're gonna check your credit history and your credit score. And if there's misinformation in that report, it could have a detrimental impact on your credit score. So it really does behoove you all to check your credit reports to make sure that there isn't any information in there that is wrong. The other thing is, it's also your first line of defense against identity theft, okay? So how do you check your credit report, okay? I'll tell you, first of all, how not to do it, okay? You don't want to follow the advice in the commercial of the guy that is working in a fish restaurant and driving an old beat-up car and singing that he had his credit ruined because he didn't check it out. And so he went, he said, I wished I'd gone to freecreditreport.com, okay? That's how you don't want to do it, okay? First of all, it's not free. It's going to cost you money. And what they're doing is really selling you a credit protection service. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if you want that, that's fine. There are a lot of them out there that do a very good job of letting you know if there's anything funny going on with any of your accounts and stuff like that. But that is not a free credit report, okay? Where you go to get your free credit report is a website called annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com. This is a website that's been set up to allow you to get a copy of all three of the three, there are 3 services, credit reporting services that are out there, and you get all of those reports absolutely free. And you can do that once a year. So it's worth doing just to get that information, just to check and make sure that you're okay. And I would suggest not to get them all at the same time. Get one now, get another one in 2 or 3 months, another one 2 or 3 months after that. They're all very similar. So if there's a mistake in one, there's probably a mistake in other. So it would behoove you to just kind of get that on kind of a rotating schedule. One of the things that most of you may know is that every time your credit report is pulled, it lowers your credit score. And that's a dangerous, dangerous thing, okay? That does not apply with annualcreditreport.com. It is, since this is almost a government site, it will not lower your credit score. And I also understand recently, because I thought this was a big problem, you know, we've got, we've got the President's Weekend coming up, which is one of the big weekends for auto sales, car sales. And you could go out on a weekend and hit 4 or 5 car dealerships, and you know the way they are. They're not going to let you out of the room without, you know, getting you to fill out the form and pulling that credit report. That used to be a serious problem, because in one day you could have your credit report pulled 5 times, and that would dramatically take points off your credit score. Now they have it set up so that when this occurs, any credit report that is linked to one particular thing, like buying a car, within a 30-day period will only count as 1 pull. So they've kind of fixed a potential problem there. So that's pretty good. Check that stuff out, get those credit reports in, and if there's a problem, get it fixed ASAP. It'll save you a lot of hassle down the road and potentially some real embarrassment down the road.